Hi, we're afoot today on the border of Seymour and Woodbridge in the Pine Hill area. And often when we walk through the forest, we think that there's no animals because we don't see any. That's just because they're smarter than we are and they're staying out of sight while the humans come through. But you can find examples of their activity everywhere in the forest. Right here we have a great one. This is a hollow tree, and you can see here how squirrels have kicked out all this material right here from the inner part of the tree. Their acorns are here. Very obvious example of animal activity. Come with me and we'll go take a look at some more. Here's another great example of animal activity in the forest. You might think this is just a rotting tree. We often pass these by. Sometimes they are. But if you look very closely at some of them, notice this very strange area right here is very close to the ground, not exactly at the ground. This is probably a porcupine that has been coming in here and stripping this off. Porcupines love to eat the inner bark of trees. Rotten trees are a lot, obviously, easier for them. So the way to make sure is you look in here, and if you look very closely, you can see where the claws came in and scraped away some of the bark and pulp of this tree. So keep your eyes out for these. They're the easiest thing to miss. This third kind of activity here we have is a dig, and in this case there was an acorn in there and a squirrel has dug it out to eat it. These are all over the forest. All kinds of animals actually make these. They're much more prevalent in the spring and fall, and of course in the winter the evidence of these kinds of animal activities are everywhere, and we're going to deal with that in this series. In the meantime, if you want to see animal activity, I suggest you do not do what we're doing right now and walk through the woods slowly and silently, and you might see the animals themselves.